Some scientists today believe that the human brain holds far more mysteries than everything we currently know about space or the universe. Doctors and researchers are trying to uncover these mysteries with the help of modern technology. Many people believe that geniuses never make mistakes like ordinary people and always perform everything perfectly. However, today I will speak about a truly gifted individual, Albert Einstein. This genius transformed the way millions of people think through his remarkable contributions to science. He worked on complex scientific theories and made discoveries that greatly advanced human civilization. Many believe that Einstein's brain was far more advanced and powerful than that of an average person. For this reason, scientists were eager to find out whether his brain was truly different from everyone else's. After his death, his brain became the subject of scientific research. Today, I will share the findings of that research with you, and they may surprise you. Let's discover what kinds of studies were conducted on the brain of this extraordinary creation of nature after Einstein's death. Albert Einstein was born in Germany in 1879. After his birth, doctors noticed that Einstein's head was considerably larger than that of most other babies. The physicians thought that the child might suffer from physical or mental problems as he grew older. Einstein could not speak until he was 4 years old. One night during dinner, he suddenly exclaimed, "The soup is too hot." Hearing him speak, his parents became extremely happy. But did you know that this genius often could not remember some ordinary everyday things? He could not even remember his own telephone number. He used to say, "Why burden the brain with information that can easily be found in a notebook?" He never considered himself a genius. Instead, he said, "I am an ordinary person. My curiosity is simply greater than that of others." On April 18, 1955, Albert Einstein died at Princeton Hospital in the United States. Dr. Thomas Harvey was responsible for conducting the autopsy after his death. Dr. Harvey wanted to know what the brain structure of the world's most intelligent man looked like. So, without permission from the hospital authorities, he illegally removed Einstein's brain and kept it hidden in his possession. When the theft became known, the hospital authorities dismissed Dr. Harvey from his job. However, Dr. Harvey did not give up. He tried to obtain permission from Einstein's son to conduct research on the brain. After a long period of time, he finally received that permission. Dr. Harvey then divided Einstein's brain into 240 pieces and sent them to renowned scientists around the world for research. When scientists began studying Einstein's brain, they discovered several remarkable features. While the average human brain weighs about 1,400 grams, Einstein's brain weighed only around 1,230 grams. In other words, his brain was lighter than the average human brain. However, it contained a much higher density of neurons. The corpus callosum is the part of the brain that connects the left and right hemispheres. Scientists found that Einstein's corpus callosum was wider and more robust than that of the average person. This may have allowed information to travel more efficiently between the two hemispheres, helping him think more deeply and creatively. His brain contained a higher number of glial cells than average, which support neurons by providing energy and maintaining their proper function. As a child, he focused more on understanding the core ideas behind a subject than simply memorizing it. Because of this approach, his grades in many other school subjects were often poor. However, he was exceptional in mathematics and physics. At just 12 years old, he taught himself advanced geometry and solved complex problems on his own. By the age of 14, he had mastered advanced mathematics, including calculus and integration. In 1905, at just 26 years old, he published 4 groundbreaking research papers that revolutionized the world of science. He later received the Nobel Prize in Physics in recognition of his outstanding contributions to science. Today, pieces of Einstein's brain are preserved in several institutions, including the Mütter Museum in the United States, for scientific and historical purposes. Albert Einstein was not only one of the greatest scientists in history, but he was also a man who completely changed the way we understand the universe. Even today, more than a century later, many of his ideas remain the foundation of modern physics. One of Einstein's greatest strengths was his imagination. He often said that imagination is more important than knowledge because knowledge is limited, while imagination can explore the entire universe. Instead of relying only on experiments, Einstein performed what he called thought experiments. He imagined impossible situations in his mind and used logic to discover how nature works. For example, when he was just 16 years old, he imagined what it would be like to chase a beam of light. That simple question stayed with him for years and eventually led him to develop the theory of special relativity in 1905. This theory completely changed scientists' understanding of space and time. Another famous discovery was the equation E equals mc squared. This simple-looking formula showed that matter and energy are actually different forms of the same thing. It became one of the most famous equations in history, and later helped scientists understand nuclear energy, although Einstein himself hoped science would always be used for peaceful purposes. Despite becoming world famous, Einstein lived a surprisingly simple life. He disliked expensive clothes, often wore the same comfortable sweaters, and was rarely concerned about fashion. Friends and colleagues admired him, not only for his intelligence, but also for his humility and kindness. Einstein also loved music, especially playing the violin. He believed that music helped him think more clearly. Whenever he faced a difficult scientific problem, he would often take a break, play his violin, and return with fresh ideas. Interestingly, Einstein was not a perfect student in every subject. He preferred asking questions instead of memorizing facts. This curiosity became one of the biggest reasons for his success. He believed that never losing the desire to ask why was more important than simply knowing the answers. Even after becoming one of the most respected scientists in the world, Einstein encouraged young people to remain curious and never stop learning. He believed that every great discovery begins with a simple question. Albert Einstein passed away in 1955, but his ideas continue to influence science, technology, astronomy, and even the smartphones and GPS systems we use today. His legacy reminds us that true intelligence is not about remembering everything. It's about thinking differently and having the courage to question the unknown. So, the next time you hear the name Albert Einstein, remember that his greatest gift was not just his incredible brain. It was his endless curiosity, imagination, and determination to understand the mysteries of the universe. If you enjoyed learning these amazing facts about Albert Einstein, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more fascinating history and science documentaries. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.